They come here because this is one of the few places where they can be openly gay. And they can worship with everyone without feeling like they're being judged or anything. Everyone here is welcome. So that's, in terms of our relationship to the community, that's the biggest thing that we can offer, is just a safe place for them to come. Our first principle, so we have 7 principles that sort of articulate our values in the way that we want to be in the world. And our first principle is that we affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of all people. And for us, that means that everyone is welcome here, and it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, race, whatever it is, you're welcome here. And it's often a tension, particularly when you get into religions and things like that. But with the gay community, it's been that way for so many years. So then this congregation is certified at what's called a welcoming congregation, which is a certification program through the UA that each congregation can do to say that we are welcoming to the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community.
Anna, if you feel comfortable, if you would mind sharing how you personally, as a intern minister, feel regarding that population. I know it's kind of a
It's the exact same way that my faith does.
Awesome.
Yeah, completely welcoming, absolutely.
And what are your thoughts on the growing population in the Nashville community, and what Nashville, and specifically what the church, can do to kind of promote that growing community?
The growing community of the GLBT?
Yes.
Gotcha. I think that what we can continue to do, what we always do, which is provide a welcoming space for people to be who they are and to bring their faith and to share it with us here and walk with us. So our faith community is one that welcomes all different faiths. So we have what we call a covenant to walk together, rather than having a creed that says we believe one thing. So all people can bring all of who they are here and walk with us. So that's the best thing that we can do, is simply offer that space for them. We do have different organizations here that either share space with us, that also help support that community. There are organizations, committees within our group that also support that community in different ways, just mainly socially, just a way of having social support and moral support.
But is there any way you could elaborate on what those efforts are to support the community? Do you have any sort of you said meetings or anything like that, similar to kind of what Bridge Builders is at Belmont?
Yeah, and I love that Bridge Builders does that. As a denomination, one of the organizations that is dedicated toward this, in part, is what we call the Standing on the Side of Love movement. Then we have that sign out up here on the road. I don't know if you've ever seen it up here. Big, bright yellow sign that says Standing on the Side of Love. If you go out to standingonthesideoflove.com, you can sign up for them. They address a lot of different issues around being welcoming to all. So it deals with immigrant issues, but one of the big issues that we deal with is supporting the GLBT community. And that's one of the, on a denominational wide level. Here within the community, we tend to, for example, Gail Seedy was on a panel to discuss issues at Belmont University. I know she's often asked to go there. There's individual things that people do. And in terms of the community, there's a GLBT committee here that gets together and does social things. I believe that there is an AA group that meets here that is open to GLBT community. It's one of those things where the biggest thing that we can do is offer a safe place for people to come. My understanding is that we have members who've been here in the GLBT community. They've been here for a long time, so obviously they must feel a certain level of comfort here. I would certainly expect, and they're in leadership positions and all sorts of things. My understanding is that nationwide there are 11% of the population is GLB or T, and I believe we beat that percentage here, but I don't know by how